Hi, it's Dawn here, and I want to do a bit of an update on my CSF leak story. You'll get part one, you'll find it there in the videos I've done. Now, last week, let me just take all this off a minute. There we go. Last week I went in for surgery. I went into hospital on Wednesday and they were going to do the repair surgery on Thursday. Thursday morning the surgeon came round and he said he wasn't going to do the crib form repair because he believed it was self-healing, but what he was going to do, under an exploratory, he believed there was a calcification of the CSF fluid and he was going to remove the calcifications and do some other repair work of damage that had been caused by the CSF leak. So let me see, what day is it today now? It's now Monday. I had my operation Thursday. I went down to theatre Thursday afternoon and I was in theatre for 4 hours, and the surgeon said it was, well, from what I'd been told by the team in recovery, the surgeon said it was a lot trickier than what he thought, but he felt he'd done a good job. He'd removed lots of calcifications and repaired a deviated, I can't think what it's called, spit thing in my nose, which had been damaged through the CSF leak going on for so long. And basically they'd scraped back the bone on my eye socket. They said there was lots of calcifications there. Yeah, so that was it. So after 4 hours surgery, I understand the surgeon did take lots of photos, and I will hopefully get to see them photos when I go to see him in a couple of weeks' time. Thursday night I had a really bad night. My whole face just felt like it was on fire, and I actually suffered a catastrophic bleed as well. So anybody who doesn't want to see the picture of that, please turn away now. So I'd had this catastrophic bleed, and the little nurse, bless her, she was trying to get hold of a doctor to try, so they could try and stem the bleeding. It was just going on, and the bleeding went on for about 4 hours. You'd have to excuse the banging, we've got builders in downstairs. So yeah, the bleed went on for about four and a half hours. The doctor finally came early hours of the morning. Not my doctor, but it was a doctor that was on call for the hospital, and finally came, and she checked it all, and she said it was actually starting to coagulate, so she didn't want to interfere with it. Sorry about that, that was my husband just bringing me in a fresh compress. Yeah, so she said as it was starting to coagulate, she was going to leave it as it was, but if it started bleeding again like it had been, she wanted to cauterize it. Well, thankfully it didn't. It just, it bled a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as what it was during the night. So that was, yeah, so Thursday was a surgery. Friday, the doctor, not my doctor, but another doctor who was on the rounds, came round and checked everything, and he said, and he explained that they'd taken these calcification things or whatever it was away off the bones, and done some repair work and that. And he said I could go home later that day. Now home for us was a couple of hours away, so I had to have some bloods done first. Bloods came back fine, and up until that point I'd been, of course, confined to bed. So I was actually then allowed out of bed to sit in a chair, which means I could then go and visit the bathroom, which was such a relief, because trying to go in a bedpan in a lying down position is so humiliating, undignified, and very, very difficult to do. So my husband arrived late Friday afternoon and we set off home, and they said I'd get an appointment through to see the surgeon 3 weeks time. The packing that's all in my nose, up in both sides of my nose, is dissolvable, so it dissolves on its own. We came home. I've got my own pain relief, paracetamol and codeine, which was off my own doctor, so I'm just using them. I have been in a lot of pain, and the pain is this eye and this side of my face, and it just, sometimes it just feels like it's on fire. I can't understand what they've done. I mean, even my teeth hurt. Everything hurts on that side of my face. I can't understand what they've done, and I think it's because I probably haven't spoken with the surgeon. So, yeah, so it's now Monday. So that's Thursday, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that's 4 days after surgery. And I am resting upstairs in the bedroom because we've got builders in downstairs doing the kitchen. As you can hear, they're still building away, and I just want them to carry on. I just want the job done. Yeah, so I've resigned to taking up space in the bedroom. My husband's bought me this lovely, it's sort of like a chair, teddy bear-y, cushiony thing, so which helps prop me up in bed. And he's constantly bringing me cold compresses. We just use flannels, wet flannels, pop them in the fridge for a bit. And that has helped keep the swelling down and ease the pain on that side of my face. And of course I'm taking my painkillers, drinking plenty of fluids. I've got no appetite at all. Not sleeping particularly well at night. In fact, I'm having quite a lot of bad dreams at night, all related to this, really weird dreams. Desperate to blow my nose, terrified in case I sneeze, because they've said don't sneeze, don't cough. Every now and then I do start running a bit of a temperature, and then I'm worried in case I've got a bit of an infection. But as you can see there, I have got the window open and I've just got fresh air blowing through, which is lovely. Yeah, so I do get up, get dressed, get showered. Well, I get showered around about lunchtime. And then I just take to laying here on bed. And once the builders are finished today, I will go downstairs and spend the evening with Martin. But the dogs are all up here with me as well. They're just scattered around the place. The other thing I've found, which has been really helpful, boiled sweets. Because, see my curtains blowing, isn't that lovely? Oh, I love it when the curtains blow like that. Lots of fresh air in. Nice cooler. Yeah, the boiled sweets, yeah, they're not, you know, brilliant calorie-wise, etc. They are just pure sugar. But having something to suck on, actually, I find helps. Because I don't want to be chewing, because my mouth is sort of quite tender. All my bones feel tender. I feel like I've gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. That's what I feel like. So yeah, so having some boiled sweets, having cold drinks to hand, lots of water, lots of tea, tissues, wet wipes, all of that. And the other thing is, if I can show you all this here, all right, this stand here, which, if I can show you, will take, let me try and do this, it will take my iPad. I've got to try and get the strap up now. There it is, spider stand it's called, and it's got these bendable legs, and you just have them over you, and your iPad is just at the right height to watch. I got it off Amazon, so, and that has been a bit of a godsend to have, because it just keeps it there, and I don't have to worry about my iPad falling over or anything if I move. Yeah, so that was a good buy. And the other thing which I haven't brought upstairs with me is my picky uppy grabber thing. And the other good thing has been the wireless noise cancelling headphones, especially having the builders here, because I can put these on and just have the sound off my iPad. I've just been watching lots of YouTube, yeah, and I can block out the noise from the builders, which has been quite good, especially when they were drilling this morning, putting my teeth on edge. So yeah, so I am sleeping a lot, napping a lot. Yeah, nap for 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. I maybe feel a little bit better than what I did on Saturday. Friday I'm not counting because I think I was still under the effect of the anaesthetic on Friday, and I felt sort of fairly upbeat. But by the time Saturday came, I was just Sunday I was just flaked out on the sofa and no good to man nor beast and couldn't do anything. Having the nosebleeds has been a bit of a surprise because nobody mentioned them. And there's only been a few today, and it's just been from this side, just a few little ones. Yeah, so nobody mentioned them. It does, you can feel everything bunged up in your nose and you sound like you've got a cold. That I did expect. The pain in my face I didn't expect, and I don't quite know what to make of that. And in fact, if I want to look that way, I've got to make sure I keep this eye closed because the pain is quite bad. But I might go down and see my own doctor later this week, because he should have all the notes through from the hospital, of course. So that's just a bit of an update on where I am on the CSF leak. I was hoping today I might have felt up to doing a little bit of sewing or something, but honestly, no, I'm not. No, I think that's, yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening any day soon. So I just wanted to give everybody a bit of an update. The other thing I found is laying like this, I'm sort of laying at, I suppose, a 45-degree angle. When I get up to go to the bathroom or whatever, my head does start pounding. I am trying to take the tablets regularly every 4 hours to keep on top of that. But yeah, my head will start pounding round about here. And I don't get any nausea. Like I said, I do keep running peaks of temperature. You know, my temperature will sort of peak and I've got to strip everything off, and then it seems to be fine again. And that does worry me because I am worried about getting an infection up in the operation site. But so far so good. And I can only hope this time next week that all of this is just a distant memory. The way I feel right now, I actually regret having it done. I just sort of wish because I'm in so much pain and discomfort with it. I just wish I hadn't got it done, but I'm hoping next week that I can say I'm glad I went ahead with it all. So we'll just wait and see. So that's an update on my CSF cranial leak story, and things can only get better, I hope. So I'll catch up with you all again soon, and you never know, I might be dancing around the fields next time you see me. So take care, everybody. Bye bye.